What's going on, guys? My name is Chris Holochek, and this is another session of Holo Sessions. And today's topic is your sins will find you out. And I'm wearing this military camo hat intentionally for this episode because where I got that saying from was in ROTC in high school. I did 4 years of Navy ROTC, and both my instructors were Marines. So that and just growing up around Camp Lejeune and Cherry Point, Marine Corps was, pretty big part of my life or area. I never served or anything, but just being around a bunch of Marines, it definitely shaped how I do things in a good way. And remember my RTC instructor, this guy with arms literally the size of my legs, was that saying he always said, like, your sins will find you out. And that's pretty much, always show integrity. Don't lie about anything. Even if you did something wrong, tell the truth. It always, it's easier in the long run than to keep a lie going on and on. And you think about it, you lie about something, then you got to stack on more lies to keep the lie. And it gets tiring after a while. Eventually you'll miss something in the story that you made up, and people eventually see stuff's not adding up. So it's better to be truthful from the get-go. And there's a couple of ways I've learned this through my life experiences. Through one, death, unfortunately, will always bring out the truth. Well, I don't know if it's unfortunate, but unfortunate that when you're gone and when somebody loves gone, you will find every truth about them that they hid. It'll come out. It always comes out in death, because you can't hide it. You're gone. You can't make up any stories or anything or withhold information. All your belongings, everything, like your family's going to get a hold of that. Whoever's next of kin is going to go through all your stuff, and they're going to find out everything you ever did. How do I know this? That's how it was with my mom. There's a lot of things that I'm not going to repeat on here, but a lot of things she wasn't honest about, and a lot of things that were hidden from me. Things that maybe she told a different story to me, but I found out after she died that thought it went that way, actually went this way. And make it sound like she was a bad person. She definitely wasn't. Again, got emphasized, she was one of the best people I knew. But did find out things after she died. And even my producer, who died 5 years ago, there's things I was finding out, maybe lies he didn't just tell me, but his wife and friends and stuff. And to say even though his death hits me hard to this day, I feel weird saying this, but if he didn't die, my music career went stagnant, just from things I found out after he died that were going on that I didn't know about. And again, one of my best friends, he got me to where I'm at today. So I'm not talking bad about him, but there was things I found out later on down the line that made me realize what was really going on, and helped me take steps from there. It's not always truth isn't always pretty, but it's liberating. And thinking another example of this too is in dating too. Like I found out with my ex and stuff, like when she left me for another guy. It's, as much as that hurt, it was liberating, because do I want to keep dragging a situationship that wasn't going anywhere? Or would that feel like that would have been more painful to stay in that situation than having her end it the way she did? As much as it hurt and I had to heal from that, it freed me from a situation that wasn't gonna serve me any purpose or get me to any of my goals. And on top of that too, I've learned on my current relationship, be honest and upfront about everything. There's no secrets. When you got a partner, significant other, Yeah, don't let there be any secrets. Tell them everything, even the not pretty stuff. And if they're the right one, they're gonna stick around. If they see that you're improving, you know, and you're not in that same boat that you're in, then they're a keeper. They're worth staying. And if they leave you because they told them something bad, something bad that you did really gave them an ick or something, then they weren't right for you. And they just saved you a bunch of trouble by leaving at that point. And yeah, something I've learned I'm still working through is sometimes rejection is better than living in a lie and dragging on and on. Something that you wish things are like, but they aren't, unfortunately. A dream life that isn't real. Just living brings you back to reality. The truth, it hurts a lot. And it just helps you get on the right path when you find things out. So, and it's better to do that than to keep your head in the sand and pretend nothing's happening. I'm guilty of that. I've done that so much. I've had a natural tendency to be an avoidant at times. It goes between anxious and avoidant, back and forth, but lately I've been more avoidant, and that's been pretty much how I dealt with my problems for a while. I was just ignore them. Eventually they'll go away. That was not the case. They eventually muster up and manifest in ways that you didn't intend, didn't expect. And it's better just to face reality like head on, and not quit trying to lie to yourself to make you feel better. And that's why maybe I've had to grow with criticism and stuff. And I've said this in other videos where you got the good and bad criticism. The good criticism is something that maybe a friend or something, it's not something pretty they're saying to you, but it's something that's going to help you along the way. They're concerned about you, and they don't want you to make a big mistake, or they want you to live your best life. So sometimes a good friend will tell you something uncomfortable. And for the longest time I'd get upset about that and just kind of be immature and cut them off whenever they did that, like to show they crossed a boundary, when in reality they were trying to look out for me. And I've had to get a lot more at peace with criticism and stuff, because our egos like to think that they're attacking us as a person when they criticize us, or they're changing who we are. And I've learned that only happens when you let them. But if you've been controlled in a bad relationship or growing up as a kid, it's easy to fall in that trap though. So if that's you, give yourself some grace, but try to reframe things. But then there's also the bad criticism. And again, my therapist will always, back in the day, would say that criticism, good criticism, put it right here, keep it in a box and work on it, use that as a tool. And then the bad criticism, put it in this box here, throw it in the Mississippi River right here. And don't worry about it again. A lot of the people who do the bad criticism, which is like trolls online, or just people just saying mean things to you, that stuff, gotta let roll over your back, and that's easier said than done. Again, I struggle with that too. You're doing good, you're building your confidence up, and then somebody's got to come and wreck your day like that. It's not easy to bounce back from it, but you can through practice and determination. And just not letting those people drag you down, because they're already way below you, and they want to there's a cicada there trying to attack me. Bring you down low to where they're at. So don't want to let them do that to you, because then they win and you lose. So the best way to win in that case is to keep shining your light, and don't let them dim it at all. Darkness always gets drowned out by light. So sometimes when you're doing good, you're spreading good to people, it'll trigger some people. So it's, you know, being a Christian or just being a good person in general comes with good and bad trade-offs. You just gotta be strong enough and get through those trade-offs. Anyways, hope you enjoy this. I'm back in Tennessee, and yeah, no, it's Mississippi River. I'm in Memphis again, so yeah, I'm actually about to do a video about this town. So for the Travel Thursday, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, it's way hotter here than back in Minnesota where I was at last when we talked. Yeah, it's like 100 degrees right now when it was like 80 there. So getting used to that, and all the heavy population. Tennessee's so densely populated now compared to when I first moved here, and getting used to that's crazy. But anyways, that's for another video, so I'll let y'all get on with your day. But thanks again for watching this. If you found any value in this, please do like and subscribe to my channel. Helps me get the message out to more and more people. And you got any thoughts or suggestions, please do leave them in the comment section, good or bad. I always value what other people got to say and your thoughts, and helps me help y'all more. So anyways, with that being said, my name is Chris Holacek, and holla is hollering out.